Here we go, game 3 today, China versus Singapore. This is a Pool C match featuring China and Singapore. The battlers of Singapore versus the informed Chinese side, but as I say that, it's an entirely new squad of players that China have brought here from the Jiangsu province. So a whole lot of new names to learn, and they get their shot on the series as the Shandong players stood down, rested. Not sure the rationale behind that move, but here is the China side. No statistics on them for the series, so let's wait and see. And it'll be a shame that we're not going to be seeing Zhao Ying from China. She scored 15 tries in the first 2 legs, one of the superstars of the series. And it's a shame that we won't be seeing her out there. There's Patrick Kwok from Hong Kong. So China, 22 points in the series, equal with Japan. Will be looking to build something with this brand new squad. They'll have to finish higher than Japan. And look at here, they come straight away, these athletes. Look at the cutback on the inside from Liu Yan. Over she goes the halfway to the 22. They won't stop her. And with just 15 seconds on the clock, business as usual for this Chinese team. It doesn't matter which province they're from. They are very, very good athletes. The kick is off the post from straight out in front, so it stays 5 points to 0. Good start for China, and coach Jing Hongjun, new coach and all, just stepping off the left there, and the bigger player T Tawatosi unable to match the step as she was tracking back. Here is Tawatosi now, gets a finger on that one as it goes over her head. She looks up now and she sees a wall of red shirts and she puts in the big shoulder, the big woman. Look at her go, T Tawatosi. She's an excitement machine. Little breakout there from Eunice Chu. They're up to the 22 now, and China going hard to the ruck.
Hands on the ground.
But illegal play at that breakdown, says Patrick Kwok. So about 25 metres out, straight in front of the post, China with a second chance. Try scorer Liu with the ball at her feet. Here she goes. There's some trickery. Good, crisp passing out wide. This is Wang. Puts out a beauty to the flying Gao Yu Ying, and she's in for her first try of the series. And that is classic China women's sevens rugby. There are no better in the game than the Chinese at the long pass game. They are masters of it, and they can get across the field in 2 or 3 passes as good as any other team, and I would include the men's teams in that. Very well drilled. That's a good looking kick from quite out wide. She struck it well, but it's to the left, so it'll remain 10-all. Change kickers straight away. Coming across was Alvinia Ao Yong, who's pretty high on the try scoring herself. 10 tries in this tournament. She's taking 5th spot overall on the points table. It's 12-0, my mistake. Here's Tawatosi again. Is she going to put the big shoulder in? This time she delivers, gets it up to Chan. Look at the work, the powerful work at the breakdown there. Tawatosi again, injecting herself early in this game. There's a good inside ball to Avinia Ao Young, and she gets mowed down from behind. Sim Chu Hong goes in to try and help. Tawatosi's there. She's through the legs. Took everybody by surprise, and Chan Jiao Yu goes down on it but can't control it. A little knock on. So good defense from China tracking back there, and good seeing the big athlete T Tawasosi getting in early. That's Eunice Chu. That's gone over the back. Sim takes it up now, gets scragged to the ground by Hu. Ong. Chan takes it into some heavy contact from Wang.
Play on.
And still struggling forward. Here's Tawatosi. Now this time she goes for the chip through. She's got all the skills today. Number 10, Hu comes back, does well to pick that up, puts a couple of fins on and works it out a few valuable metres. Here come China now. That's the 22. Chan trying to cut her off at the pass. Good scrambling defence. Singapore get 2 into the ball. Ao Yong goes in, makes a nuisance of herself, but not supporting her weight now. Here goes Kai Meng Ting. Guan, look at these big, long, wide passes. They're beautiful to watch, and that one left a bit late as Eunice Chu comes through and spoils it. It's been knocked on. This is the try scorer, Liu, this time.
Roll back.
Up to the halfway mark. It's a long passage of pay. Now China with more of these big, wide passes. This is Guan seizing through the gap. That's an excellent tackle round the ankles. It's Ao Yong again. Huge passage of play as Gao straightens up, meets straight on. And how long can Singapore hold on as these big runners come at them? Gao now, and this time trying to go for the chips from Chase. That looked accidental, so it's play on, but no one's running back there. Now it's a foot race. Oh, and as she got it, everybody stood still, and a bit of a conflab in the dead ball area. Patrick Kwok's going to give it. Yes, he is. And what a chase from the China player. Everybody just stood and watched, and that's a good call from the assistant referee. He's got that spot on. Wang Yu really pinned her ears back there. Incredible turn of speed. That is a very opportunist try. I think Singapore might have been waiting for some advantage overcall from Patrick Kwok. It didn't come, and they made the ultimate mistake of turning their back and just not playing the whistle. No problems with the kick. (19-0). That was a long passage of play, that one. Good 2.5 minutes that finally ended in a try. There was a lot of tiredness in the legs of Singapore players, you could sense. Good restart, and Guan goes up and knocks it back to Shin. Just over the 10-metre line now. Huda's gone, looking for a fourth try here. And what a magic pass. What a cracker out wide to Liu. She's going to go in for a second. But what a pass from Wang Yu, who just scored the try. And then puts on a beast of a pass. Wow. incredible stuff from China after the hooter. That kick short, so 24 points to 0, and some glimpses of the all-round skills of this Chinese side. And only time will tell if this team is more capable than the Shandong representatives from legs 1 and 2, but so far they're looking every bit as menacing everywhere across the park. 24-0.
Halftime, China lead 22 points to 0 over Singapore. Game number 3 of the Asian Rugby Sevens. So we're in the women's category at the moment. Game number 4 will be a women's game, and that will be Hong Kong taking on the host Sri Lanka. That game will be coming up next. At the moment, it's 22 points to 0. China lead over Singapore.
No real chances yet for Singapore. Number 16, T. Tawasosi, was very standout in that first half, and we're underway. And is that going to go 10? Yes, it's going to bounce 10, and poor old Ong Pei Yi can only grab it and get bundled into touch. So some early possession for China. They look to build on this 24 points to 0 lead. I've noticed in the previous 2 legs of the series, Singapore have not started that well, but have generally warmed up if they've gone through the tournament to finish strong against maybe the lower ranked teams. Here come China now with some more of this masterclass in passing, and as I say that, I put the curse on Gao, who knocks it on right in front of us. Just having to run backwards a little bit to get behind this pass, and then a real hammy stretcher, that one, in your opening match of the day.
Nice, let's go. She's fine, let's go. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Eunice Chu with the feed. Here comes Singapore now, and it's a bounce pass. It's a scruffy, awkward, difficult one, and all she can do is toe it on, the arms out for some advantage. Can China work it? I bet they can, and here they come. A little bit of a shimmy, a dummy, and some more good hip swiveling passing as Gao goes smoking through the gap and gets pasted by Ong.
Play on.
That's good work from Tawatosi again to get across there and get busy at that breakdown. She's had a very good game, has the 16, but her teammates have failed to do anything with it once she's secured it and getting driven off by China. But a little knock on, says Mr. Kwok.
Scrum here.
As Singapore look to make a few changes here. Looks like it's Samantha Teo in 9. and Lai Poisson and 6 are coming on.
Substitution.
Come my bags.
Okay, let's go. Time back on.
China also with a substitution as they face up. The Singaporeans are split one side each side the scrum, but got to get the scrum right first.
Make sure you hop through them. Bind up, okay?
Our Yong is directly behind the scrum,
Fine.
and she's got players left and right.
Sit.
I think they're going to break left by the looks of it. They haven't won the scrum though, so they'll have to come now forward
Get out.
and defend as China bring it away. Xing. This is Wang, and she steps off the right, and that's a beautiful bit of footwork. Look at her go. I foresee this China side scoring a lot of tries in this tournament. They have got athletes across the park, and they're lovely to watch with ball in hand. Singapore unable to secure their own scrum, and difficult first outing for them. They'll have Hong Kong and Sri Lanka later in the day in Pool C. A very Chinese feel to Pool C with China, Hong Kong and Singapore. Kick is over. It's very hot down there. We're looking at 31, 32 degrees. Great step off the right. There's nothing that Lai could do. Just wrong-footed at speed by her opposite. This time Kai goes very deep. Here's Tawatosi. She pins her ears back, gets to the 10-metre line now. Another good run from her. Very explosive. Here goes Chan up to the 10-metre, spots a gap. Desperate tackle, and Ao Yong for the covering defence. The system's kicked in. Minute and a half left as two more subs from China. On come Xu Tian in 11 and Sun Kei Hong in 3. And I'm loving these matching pink knee bands. It's a nice touch. They've all got the knee pads on. They can't all have injured knees. Perhaps it's I think it's a little dry down there. It's a beautiful piece of grass. Here come China then. This is Xing. Liu Yuan out wide, puts a bit of footwork on and somehow gets around the outside of two defenders. Up come the line. Good line speed on the outside by Lai. Try to hit him off. Force them back in field. Shin. Off the left goes Xu. Off the left again. Swerving round. Christabel Lim's not going to get her. Lai's not going to get her. And that's a handy bit of footwork from the big strapping Xu Tian. Straight on the field and onto the scorebooks. And they're piling on a big one here, China. And she's going to take the kick herself. Why not? No problems. Tawatosi leaves the field. She's been the standout. Look at that footwork from Xu. Got the long legs going and no one's going to catch her. It's early stages, but this team looks very comfortable out there. Very comfortable early. It's hitting this strap straight away. So it's ominous for Japan, who will be watching this closely. Seeds 1 and 2, Japan and China, shouldn't meet earlier than the final if everything goes to plan. Hoot is gone, and a final penalty for Singapore. They're sitting on a 0, and they want to get some points. They've been... Here goes Lyle. That's good foot, good work. Ball in 2 hands. Coming across was Liu and scrags her into touch, but she gets the ball in field to Christabel Lim. China are all over her illegally, just piling in there. There's a good run from Lai. Here she goes again. It's gone backwards from Vivian Eng. Here goes Chan. She straightens up, makes it to the 22. Here goes Lai. Can she finish off in the corner? Slows down, and great defence coming across was Wong. Hu Yu. High tackle, says Patrick Kwok. A little bit harsh, but over in the corner goes Vivian Eng, and she's in for a well-deserved try to finish this game for Singapore. And when they did get the ball in hand, they looked pretty good. A few telling runs there, especially number 6, Lai Poisan. She was instrumental there twice, and a good finish in the end. That'll give them a little bit of hope in their going into their other pool games later today against Hong Kong and Sri Lanka. And that's a great kick from a mile out. Superb effort. Here we see again, looks like it breaks down here. That's after the head high tackle. Lim takes it quickly, puts the shoulder in, and Vivian Eng reaches out. And it's handshakes all round. China 36, Singapore 7. Very exciting stuff from China. And the coach will be happy with that. They're underway.
So welcome. This is the game number 4. Hong Kong taking on the host Sri Lanka. Asian Rugby Sevens. Game number 4, Hong Kong, Sri Lanka.